Ever get this like weird feeling at the gas station?
Oh,
I
yeah.
was filling up the other day and prices were, well, you know how they are.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking about like all the news about the Middle East.
Oh, right.
You know, the Strait of Hormuz, all that.
Yeah.
It's always felt like tensions flare up over there. Bam! Our gas prices go haywire.
Right, right.
But lately, it hasn't seemed quite so, I don't know, immediate.
Yeah, interesting.
So we're doing a deep dive on this.
Okay.
There's this article, Does War in the Middle East Impact Oil Prices Anymore?
Hmm.
Really makes you wonder if that old assumption still holds up, you know?
Yeah, definitely. To really dig into that, we have to kind of rewind a bit.
Okay.
Why was there ever this link between the Middle East, conflict, and our wallets?
Right, because for the longest time, any instability over there, and we felt it at the pump, like instantly.
Exactly. See, the Middle East, they've always held a huge chunk of the world's oil reserves. Still do, actually.
Right.
So, historically, any disruption, especially from, say, conflict, it messed with global supply and demand big time.
And everyone was so reliant on them for it.
Exactly.
It was like the Middle East became the geopolitical hotspot.
Yeah, you could say that.
But this article, it argues that things are shifting.
They are, yeah. One of the biggest factors, diversification.
Like they're not the only game in town anymore.
Exactly. The article actually cites a 15% increase in oil production outside the Middle East just in the last decade.
Wow.
Places like Canada, you've got Brazil, even Guyana, they're all stepping up.
So it's not this one region calling all the shots anymore.
Exactly. More players, more cards on the table.
Right, right.
And then on top of that, you've got renewables entering the picture.
Oh, right. Solar, wind, all that.
Yeah. The article states that, get this, global investment in renewables has tripled since 2010.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So it's not just about whatever oil's available, no matter how unstable the region. We're actually making other options.
Yes.
Okay, so what does this all mean for, like, people listening right now? What's the takeaway?
So, good news first, potentially. You might see gas prices become a little less volatile.
Oh, you mean those crazy spikes when things flare up?
Yeah, exactly. Those could become less frequent, less severe.
Okay, so easier on the wallet, maybe. But you know how it is. There's always another layer, right?
Right. While the Middle East might become less of a pressure point for oil specifically, we can't just check out completely.
Oh, right.
These new oil-producing regions, we got to watch them. Their stability, their environmental policies, it all matters globally now.
Like a ripple effect.
Yeah, kind of. And the same goes for those renewables, actually.
Oh, how so?
The supply chains behind them, things like lithium for batteries, that often comes with its own geopolitical baggage.
It's the game's changing, not just going away.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, this whole conversation makes me think, if oil isn't the be-all and end-all for the Middle East in the future, what happens to their influence?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Will they adapt, find new ways to exert influence? Or will we see global power dynamics totally reshaped?
Wow.
Something we'll probably be grappling with for decades. Really makes you think.
It really does. Thanks for breaking it all down.
No problem. Glad we could dive into this.